Hey, reach up there and pull those belts tight. One more time, you're watching the original Rebels Racing League.
Welcome back, everybody, to Gateway International Speedway. My name is Josh Hall. We are back for our second race of the doubleheader tonight. Sorry to get here a little on the later side, but we are here getting ready to run. Zach Wettstein is your pole sitter. Garrett Kinder will roll off in second. Tracy Passons, Josh Lokovich, William Griffith. We'll leave the starting lineup on the screen for just a moment here. Rip right on through. We're going to hide that now as Zach Wettstein's going to lead him down to the starting zone. We are immediately going green flag racing here at Gateway in our second race of the doubleheader. We'll go through the grid if we get a caution flag as Zach Wettstein gets immediately to the gas, gets out in front of Garrett Kinder. Tracy Passons looking down to the inside of Josh Lokovich, trying to take away that second position. Here comes Kinder, though, fighting hard on the high side. Zach Wettstein gets by, and already we've got one around on the backstretch. That's Tia Swank. No caution comes out. Zach Wettstein and Garrett Kinder continue to battle here for the lead. And Zach Wettstein is going to lead lap number 1 here at Gateway. Zach's going to defend down to the low side, though. Come back up in front of Kinder, and great job for Zach Wettstein to stay out in front. And I apologize for the silence. I'm still working on my side of things as we're just getting ready to so we're trying to get things all squared away. We see a battle here between the 17 of Josh Oswald and William Griffith. Some great battling here between these two drivers as they continue to run side by side. Just behind we see Aaron Adcock and Christopher Heiner going at it as well. So battles all over the track right now. Ray Page fighting hard right now with the 5 of Brett Grunwald, and here comes the 7 of Josh Smith to the inside as well. Heiner and Adcock still going at it too. Now Heiner clears Adcock as they make their way through the field. Christian Dedman with a battle here, side by side with the 88 of Charles Stevens Jr. Charles Stevens was watching the race earlier, maybe learned a thing or two about how to get around this track. Dedman up on the high side, making the move in that rain machine. Up front, Zach Wettstein continues to lead over Garrett Kinder. Now I've got everything up on the screen that we want to get as we're completing lap number 8. Kevin Carey says, no worries, long first race. Only thing I learned is caution flag is yellow. That is for sure, as we saw a lot of that in the last race. Tracy Passions, though, all over the back bumper of Garrett Kinder as they make their way down the backstretch. Passions trying to find a place to make that move on that big Frig F-150. Further back, we see Aaron Adcock continuing to battle all over the back bumper of the one of Christopher Heiner. Not quite able to get there to make that move just yet. See if he makes a move down into turn number 1. And Gateway is a bit of an interesting track. If you didn't see it in the first race, I will throw up a track map just to give you an idea of the shape of this track. It is a long 1.25 mile long oval. Very similar in shape to Darlington, although it's a lot wider and a lot flatter than Darlington is. Kind of runs like a short track, kind of runs like a road course. You're going to hear these drivers shifting as they make their way through the field, or or along the track. We'll ride along with Garrett Kinder here and hear him grabbing a gear and shifting up the 4th gear as they come down into turns number 3 and 4. Let's see if he drops down into 3rd gear here again. Right down the 3rd gear and back to 4th gear. So Kinder short shifted in turns 3 and 4. As he starts to gap a little bit on Tracy Passions. A little further back, we see a battle between Tyler Rice and Brandon Wallace. Josh Smith involved in this miss as well, as Brandon Wallace almost catches the outside wall. That allows both Tyler Rice and Smith to get by. And now Brett Grunwald taking a look down to the inside of the 99 machine as well. Just behind them, we see the 35 of Kyle Roberts, as Brandon Wallace is having some issues. He is way up in the track again. And they see the 78 of Cody Bohm trying to make his way by as well. Christopher Heiner has been passed by Aaron Adcock, and now he's got the 3 of Christian Dedman right there in the rear as well. And Garrett Kinder has a mirror full of the 53 of Tracy Passions. Ooh, Tracy takes a look down underneath. Kinder's got the run up off the corner. Ratchet Miller, good to see you as well. After a long first race, you would have thought that Ratchet was in that first race with the amount of cautions and carnage that we had, but glad to see him joining us here tonight for our second race. Aaron Adcock battling with Jesse Necula now, trying to take over that 7th position. And another unique thing about this Gateway track, besides the shifting, the flatness, and the shape, is down the backstretch, we'll see the wall kind of disappear and then come back in right here. And we saw that in the first race. Actually caused some problems for a couple drivers. The other unique thing about this track is when they pit, they do have to take the access road down through turns 3 and 4. So we'll see that tonight, if that plays any tricks on anybody tonight, as we see Josh Oswald, William Griffith currently running 5th and 6th on track. These two were battling earlier. They're still kind of going at it now. Garrett Kinder still has Tracy Passions in the mirror, but Zach Wetstein, currently your leader, and quietly just starting to pull away from Kinder as well. Ratchet says, really, Josh, all I had to do is show up and it begins? Absolutely, Ratchet. You wouldn't expect anything less, and you know you love it. Christian Dedman now making his way up to the back bumper of Christopher Heiner. And that 3 machine's thrown a bit of speed here already. Currently up into the top 10, and we know Christian Dedman's had quite a rough going this season. Christian's usually used to being running up front. He's been caught up in a lot of other people's messes and just has not had the finishes that we expect to see out of that 3 machine. And tonight he's currently solidly in the top 10, and looks like he's going to try to march his way back through the field. William Griffith had a bit of a run off Josh Oswald now, and Griff now starting to fall back just a little bit again. Looks like Griff is really good through turns 3 and 4, but Oswald is so much better through 1 and 2, and these two have been kind of trading back and forth in and out of each corner. Josh Smith and Tyler Rice. A little battle starting to form up on track 2. It looks like Josh Smith was starting to catch Tyler. As Aaron Adcock now side by side with Jesse Necula. They make their way off of turn number 4 and move Aaron Adcock up another position. Although Necula's fighting back hard on the outside. And Adcock is going to clear that 84 machine as they make their way down the backstretch. Here comes Christopher Heiner also trying to make a move here on the 84 of Necula. Another side-by-side battle here. We see Griff has gotten around the 17 of Josh Oswald. So move William Griffith up into the top 5. And Griff continuing to make a march up towards the front. Couple drivers that had some bad luck this season. William Griffith's one of them. Really haven't seen him up into his to potential up into the top 5, top 10 all season long. Currently running top 5. Same thing with Christian Dedman, currently sitting in 10th. Another driver who's had nothing but bad luck this season, and it's nice to see a couple drivers having a couple turnarounds here. As we work lap number 22 of 120. So this is a complete opposite of what we saw in the first race so far. Clean through the first 22 laps as Jesse Necula, as Christopher Heiner, was just taking a look, but was not able to make that move. And just behind him, we see Christian Dedman and Charles Stevens Jr. going at it. Jr. looking down to the inside. Dedman's going to fight hard, though, on that high side, and Stevens is going to try to take another look at it down here into turn number 3. Nope, he's going to stay tucked up behind the 3 of Dedman. He's going to have to set his sights on him at another time. Aaron Adcock has Jesse Necula back all over the back bumper. A little push down the front stretch, but Necula not pushing the issue as they go into turn number 1. In the chat, Kevin Kinder said the Colbert way to make it a parking lot earlier, as Jonas joined the chat. Jonas said his teammate runs a scrapping company, so he's looking to make him some business. That's one way to do it. Froelich says missed a couple shifts tonight, unfortunately for him. That's what caused his problems earlier in the race. Right now we see this is a battle 7th through 10th right here. Some great racing all over the track. Garrett Kinder back in the 3rd position, falling back from Tracy Passons and Josh Lokovitz starting to run down that 13 machine. Now Kinder has already locked up the regular season championship. As we didn't get a chance to look at the points since we started late, but we got a moment and it's not a lot of action on track. Let's take a look at those points in Garrett Kinder. 505 points, almost 100 points over Tracy Passons per second. So Kinder locking up that regular season championship. Aaron Adcock, Josh Oswald, and Josh Lokovitz make up your top 5. Then Brandon Wallace, Mickey Isaac, Kyle Roberts, Christian Denman, Joshua Smith round out your top 10. And don't forget, your top 16 will advance into the playoffs. So a couple drivers trying to get into the top 16. We see Alex Veith is the bubble. Jesse Nekula trying to get himself a position to get up there. Sam Wetstein as well. Tia Swank back in 19th. Christopher Heiner in 20th. These drivers are mathematically still into the hunt to get into the playoffs. So we'll see if anybody is able to leapfrog here tonight. So after Kinder falling back off Tracy Passons, Kinder starting to run Tracy back down and pull away from Josh Lokovitz. So Kinder's lap times ran a couple 35.9s and then a couple 35.6s. So a couple laps where he kind of just tried something different, didn't really work out for him, and right now he's able to pull back away from Lokovitz and start to run down Tracy Passons. Aaron Adcock all over the back bumper of Josh Oswald. Not quite close enough to make that move. And here comes Aaron Adcock now, making a move down to the inside of Josh Oswald. They're going to exit the corner side by side. Neither driver really have any advantage. Adcock spun the tires a little bit on the inside. Josh Oswald was a little late to get to the throttle on the outside. They are still side by side as they get through turns 3 and 4. Aaron Adcock is going to take that position away. So slot the 23 up into the 6th position. A little further back in the pack, we've got a little battle back here. This is Jason Lottridge, Brett Grunwald, and the 66 of Tia Swank. Tias, who got turned around on the beginning of the race here, slid back. He's trying to make his way back up into the points here, looking to have a good finish to get himself into the playoffs. As he looks down to the inside of Lottridge. And then sets his sight on the 5 of Brett Grunwald. Christopher Heiner has a challenge to the inside. Here comes Charles Stevens Jr. down to the bottom. Now he's going to tuck back in line. Try to get right to that back bumper. And, oh, we got yellow flag out on the track. It looks like the 18 of Jim McClendon having some issues. And that is going to bring up our first Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. So we take a look to see what happened to the 18 machine. Oh, looks like he just got loose off of the corner. Does a little tank slapper right there in front of Kyle Roberts, and Roberts just finished him off there, sent him for a slide down across the track, and right up in the, almost right back up in front of Cody Bohm. So a tough break for McClendon. See Zach Wetstein coming to pick up the pace truck. And you see everybody hitting that access road to get themselves down onto pit road. A couple drivers do stay out. Ooh, some damage to Zach on the right side of that truck. Looks like he might have been up into the wall. Well, he was for sure up into the wall. But even after hitting the wall, he still was showing plenty of speed. You see Mike Veith getting the wave around. We'll watch for the race off of pit road. Looks like Zach will be the first truck off of pit road. Tracy Passons, Josh Lokovitz, Garrett Kinder, William Griffith, Aaron Adcock, Jesse Nekula, Oswald, Heiner, Smith, and Christian Dedman round out your top 10. So Zach does not use his reset, doesn't get that truck fixed. Going to keep that little bit of damage on the right side of that truck. Doesn't look like it's going to slow him down too much. Of course, while you've got a moment, I want to thank everybody who makes this league possible. Pole Heating and Sheet Metal, the memory of Ray Cobb, also Smeal Racing Designs, Shebrew New Crypto, Peg Leg Felts, P&J Motorsports, Evil Empire Sim Sport, Thunderstruck Super Series, Kinder Farm and Ranch, Smeal Racing Designs, BK Motorsports, and Silabusky Window Tinting. I do apologize for the first race running late. We weren't able to hand out any awards, but Zach Wetstein did win the Peg Leg Pole Award tonight. In the first race, Steve Loving was your hard charger, making up 20 positions to get onto the podium here tonight in the first race. As the field goes across the line this time, I believe the lights on the pace truck will shut off. And we'll have one lap before racing. It looks like Wetstein's going to take the high side. So yeah, the 4 of Zach Wetstein to the high side. He's going to put Tracy Passons down on the bottom. Josh Lokenvitz will roll off or restart third. And Garrett Kinder in the 13, he'll be rolling off in the 4th position. I say rolling off because I missed my entire intro and initial starting lineup, so I'm a little confused. Don't mind me. William Griffith back in 5th and Aaron Adcock in that 6th position. So here we are, a quarter of the way through. Zach Wetstein's going to restart up on the high side. Pace truck takes that hard left-hand turn onto pit road. We are back green flag racing here at Gateway, and a great jump yet again for our leader. As Tracy Passions and Garrett Kinder battling hard for that second position. Josh Lokovitz right there as well. Here comes Aaron Adcock looking down to the inside of Lokovitz. And Tracy Passions is going to clear the 13 of Garrett Kinder. Aaron Adcock and Lokovitz continue side by side into turn number 1. Josh Oswald now taking a look down to the inside of Aaron Adcock. Trying to take over that 5th position, and William Griffith and Christian Dedman right behind as well, trying to follow Oswald through. Back up front, Kinder trying to run Tracy Passions back down, and it's unusual again to see Kinder turning that wheel to the left. But we've seen all night long as the race goes on, we've seen quite a few people turn that wheel back to the right, and that's when Kinder kind of comes into his own, when the track really starts to get slick, those tires start to wear out, and car control becomes a must. Brandon Wallace, Tyler Rice, side by side. This is a battle for 14th. Oh, Cody Boehm around in the back. Caution is out. Oh, Mike Veith gets a little piece of it as well. That's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. We take a look to see what happened to the 78 of Cody Boehm. Oh, just loses it off the corner. I think he was trying to turn a little too hard to the left to keep from running into Brett Grunwald. All the way swung to the left and to the right. Able to get it straightened out. And then Mike Veith, I think he was just trying to avoid him. Wasn't sure what direction he was going to go. And it looks like Mike may not have hit him. Looks like Mike might have just locked up the brakes to avoid him. I don't really think there might have been a little bit of contact here, but yeah, just slight contact between those two drivers. Doesn't look like too much damage to either one of them. So that'll rack the field back up. So Zach Weststein continues to lead over Tracy Passions. Garrett Kinder back in third. Looks like Zach is going to take that high line yet again. Josh Lukovitz in the fourth position. We find Aaron Adcock back in fifth and Josh Oswald in sixth. Seventh, William Griffith. Eighth, Christian Dedman. Ninth, Jesse Necula. And Charles Stevens Jr. rounds out your top 10 here tonight. As we get ready to go back green flag racing. The lights on the pace truck are off. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, and refire them. Let's ride along with Aaron Adcock on this restart so we can watch the mayhem that takes place on these green flag restarts. Green flag is back in the air. We're back racing. You see Aaron Adcock fighting with the 17 of Josh the Jet Oswald as they make their way off of turn number 2. And get up the speed, and already Tracy Passions trying to get around the 4 of Zach Wetstein. Josh Lukovitz did get around Garrett Kinder. And Aaron Adcock still fighting side by side with the 17 of Josh Oswald. Further back, we saw Sam Wetstein battling with Josh Smith. Just got around Tyler Rice and trying to take another position away from the 47 of Josh Smith to move Sam up into the 11th spot. He's going to have to settle for 12th right now. So he tucks back in line. Kyle Roberts now taking a look down to the inside of Tyler Rice. And caution is out on the track. Looks like Ray Page had some issues in that 41 machine. That's going to bring out another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. Looks like Ray Page might have had a little bit of help here. Going off into the corner, we see the 1 of Christopher Heiner right there behind that 41 machine, and some contact from behind from Christopher Heiner sends that 41 for a spin. Doesn't look like there's too much damage, though, to that 41 machine. He should be able to get that fixed up and get back out on track. Now we're starting to see a little bit of that same attrition that we saw earlier in the first race. So Zach Wetstein again choosing the high side here at Gateway. Tracy Passions back down on the bottom. Josh Lokovitz will be rolling or restart in third, and Garrett Kinder in that fourth position. Josh Oswald and Aaron Adcock will make up row number 3. William Griffith and Christian Dedman back in row 4, and your fifth row will be Charles Stevens Jr. and Jesse Necula. Zach looks to get another good restart here to get himself out into the lead. This Gateway Speedway has a lot of amenity. I can't even talk tonight. Zach Wetstein back to the green. I was trying to say Gateway here has a lot of amenities between their oval here. It's got a road course, a kart track, a drag strip as Tracy Passions looking down to the inside of Garrett Kinder trying to retake that second position. Pushes up the track. Oh, they make contact. Kinder and Passions. Hard contact, but able to both keep going straight. That's going to bring Josh Lokovitz up into the party. So Lokovitz running that high side. Aaron Adcock, Josh Oswald up into the mix as well. We're going to be 3 wide off of the corner. Back down to 2. As Lokovitz battling hard with Garrett Kinder trying to take over that third position. And Kinder is going to have to give that up. Bit of damage to that truck as Cody Bohm spins around in turn number 2, and that's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. You see Cody Bohm to the outside of Tyler Rice as they make their way down into turns 1 and 2. Oh, and the 51, that is Alex Veith. Getting really loose on entry, coming up and hitting Cody Bohm, spinning him around in front of the field. I see Jason Lottridge finding the brake pedal somehow to get slowed down to avoid the 78 of Cody Bohm. I was under the understanding that that 48 didn't have brake pedals installed, but looks like he was able to get slowed down to keep from running into the side of the 78. So you see a few trucks making their way down onto pit road. Looks like led by Garrett Kinder. So about half the field coming down pit road, half the field staying out. So Garrett Kinder, Josh Oswald, William Griffith, Charles Stevens Jr., Mickey Isaac, Ray Page, Kyle Roberts, Cody Bohm, all making their way down on the pit road. Drivers staying out, Zach Wetstein, Tracy Passions, Josh Lokovitz, Aaron Adcock, Christian Dedman, Jesse Necula, Sam Wetstein, Josh Smith, Tyler Rice, Christopher Heiner, Alex Veith, Tia Swank, Mike Veith, Brandon Wallace, and Jason Lottridge. So quite a few drivers deciding to stay out. Quite a few drivers deciding to come down pit road and make it interesting. We see as the field comes by, we see the kart complex at the bottom of the screen. One of the amazing things that they have here at Gateway. Along with the 2-mile infield road course, quarter-mile drag strip. We know that NASCAR comes to this track. IndyCar races at this track as well. And for the first time this year in June, the Cup Series will be visiting Worldwide Technology Speedway. So after much success in the trucks and Xfinity, we'll see the Cup drivers taking on this tricky egg-shaped 1.25 mile track. But here we go, Tracy Passions on the bottom, Zach Wetstein to the high side. Zach back to the gas, green flag back in the air. Josh Lukovitz looking down underneath. Aaron Adcock trying to take that position away. We got a caution on the track. We had a big wreck in the back. And oh no, Garrett Kinder and Kyle Roberts involved in this one. I'm sorry, that's not Garrett Kinder. It's the 41 of Ray Page. Those two trucks look extremely similar. I saw the big frig on the side, and I thought that was Kinder, so I apologize to Ratchet and Kevin there as we take a look to see what brought out this caution. We see Ray Page here on the restart. Oh, it looks like somebody missed a shift. Yeah, the 5 of Brett Grunwald missed a shift. And Ray Page avoided running into Kyle Roberts. And again, another unusual thing tonight is this is right along with William Griffith. And Griff did not bulldoze through the field. So between Griff not bulldozing people and Jason Lottridge finding his brake pedal, this has been a bit of an odd night here tonight. Take a look over at the chat. Paul Passion says, looks like the 13 came down on the 53. It might have been a little bit of that. I just like to call that hard racing. Ratchet Miller says, sorry I missed it, Colbert. You're definitely a class act. And then I got yelled at by Ratchet for calling Ray Page Garrett Kinder. You gotta admit, though, that this 41 machine with the big frig in the side, the black, the red, the white, looks awfully similar to this 13 that's red and pink and white and says big frig on the side. When it's spun sideways, they look identical. So I do apologize for the mess, for the misinformation. So here we go. Lights are off on the pace truck yet again. And again, Zach Wetstein choosing the outside lane over Tracy Passions. Zach now has damage to the left and right side of that truck. So we'll see how he's able to keep the speed, if that damage affects him at all. Here we go, we're re-racked, restacked, getting ready to refire. Pace truck getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Green flag is back in the air. We are back racing here at Gateway. A much better start this time. Zach Wetstein continues his lead over Tracy Passions. Here comes Aaron Adcock looking down to the inside of Josh Lokovitz. Lokovitz, though, going to cut him off, come across the nose here, break his momentum, and keep him from progressing forward, as now Lokovitz is stalking the 53 of Tracy Parsons. Oh, some contact between Parsons and Zach Wetstein. That's going to send Zach up the track just a little bit. And Parsons trying to get underneath the 4 of Zach Wetstein. And caution is back out in the 12 of William Griffith and the 88 of Charles Stevens, both involved in this one. Now cautions are breeding cautions as we take a look to see what happened to William Griffith and Charles Stevens. So see Griff running on the low side here behind Jason Lottridge and Ray Page. And oh, Griff just loses it all by himself there on the bottom. And then he overcorrects it, comes right back across the track, gets Ray Page, and almost collects his teammate of Kyle Roberts. So a tough break for Griff, who was having such a good run. And now the other half of the field comes down pit road, led by Zach Wetstein, Tracy Parsons, Josh Lokenvitz, Aaron Adcock, Christian Dedman, Sam West. So everybody who didn't pit on the last pit stop does come in this time. We'll have to see if Zach gets that damage fixed or if he continues to save his reset for later. Nope, there he goes. Both sides pop out on that truck. He's going to have a clean truck here as we are just past halfway. And that's going to give the lead to the 84 of Jesse Necula. Kevin Kinder said, or Ratchet said he thought it was Garrett too. And Kevin said Garrett probably painted the truck. Probably did. And Paul, I appreciate you giving me the kind words. Good job calling the race. I'm a little spent from that first one here tonight with the, I think it was 15 cautions in that first race. And that can kind of draw on you a little bit, especially having to rush to get this one all set up and running. But glad to be here. Glad to be joining you guys on Sunday night as always. So Jesse Necula is going to have the lead over Josh Smith, Brandon Wallace. Garrett Kinder rolls back in the 4th position. Tyler Rice, Josh Oswald, Jason Lottridge, Ray Page, Cody Bohm, and Charles Stevens Jr. Those are also the drivers who did not pit on this time by. First driver off of pit road was Zach Wetstein. Brett Grunwald, taking fuel only, rolls off 12th. Tracy Parsons is going to be in 13th. Josh Lokovitz back in 14th. Aaron Adcock back in 15th. So we see a plethora of different strategies. We see Brandon Wallace in the 99. When he was on pit road on lap 48, his pit stop was only 9.32 seconds, which tells me that he only took right side tires. Another driver with a short pit stop was Ray Page. Still a lot of damage to that machine, but took right side tires only. Cody Bohm, looks like he took fuel only. Same with Charles Stevens Jr. So a plethora of different strategies out there. As Jesse Necula is going to take the inside lane, putting Josh Smith on the outside. So here we go. Pace truck getting ready to take a left-hand turn on the pit road. Jesse Necula is going to lead him back down to the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. Well, we're back racing with a great jump from Jesse Necula over Josh Smith. Garrett Kinder up on the high side trying to get around the 99 of Brandon Wallace. Now he's going to look to the outside of Josh Smith as well. And Kinder, with much fresher tires than Josh Smith and Jesse Necula, by about 20 laps. So we'll see if Kinder's able to use these fresh tires to his advantage to get up through the field. Also on fresh tires, we see Zach Wetstein trying to make his way back through the field as well. He's got the 41 of Ray Page real loose on those two tires, or older tires. Now he's going to dive down to the inside of Cody Bohm. Same with Josh Lokenvitz right behind, trying to move himself up towards the front as well. And now Josh Smith has Garrett Kinder looking down to the inside. So Kinder up into the second position. And now he's going to run down Jesse Necula. Necula also on older tires. Last came down pit road on lap 34. Mike Veith having some issues. Went off track, went back on track. No caution. And Kinder trying to use those new tires to get off the corner. Trying to take the lead back away from the 84 of Jesse Necula. Here comes Kinder with the move to the inside of turn number 3. And he's easily going to take over the lead from the 84 machine. So move Garrett Kinder up to the top spot. Josh Oswald, the next truck on fresh tires. Taking a look down underneath Josh Smith. It's a Josh and Josh show as Josh Oswald gets around Josh Smith, but Smith fighting back hard on the high side. Oh, caution is out. And we see Ray Page involved in another one. Mickey Isaac in it as well. That's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind as we work our 7th caution of the night. You see Alex Veith, Ray Page, Mickey Isaac. Oh, Ray just lost it right there in front of Mickey Isaac. Loses it in front of the 01. They both go around, make contact. Doesn't look like too hard contact for either driver. They should be able to continue on without issue. Now we see Jesse Necula, Josh Smith, a couple other drivers making their way down onto pit road. See, we got Jesse Necula, Josh Smith, Brandon Wallace, Tyler Rice, Brett Grunwald, all making their way down onto pit road. So Garrett Kinder will restart from the number 1 position. Josh Oswald in second. Zach Wetstein back up into third. Then Cody Bohm, Josh Lokovitz, Aaron Adcock, Jason Lotridge, Tracy Passions, Kristen Dedman, and Chris Heiner, your top 10. Ratchet, thanks for the kind words in the chat. I am stretched a little thin tonight, but that's okay, because I'm here with you guys. Worked 9 hours at my regular job, and then had to jump right onto here, so it's always a fun one on Sunday nights with you guys. Fortunately, I got the day off tomorrow to recover. Although I really don't, because when you have a 2-year-old, there really is no time to recover. But I always enjoy the racing here on Sunday night. And this race is going a lot faster than the first one did, as we're only working our 7th caution. And the field just got 2 to go. So next time by, the lights will turn off on the pace truck. We'll be ready to re-rack them, restack them, and refire them. Don't forget to join us for the rest of the week. We have no racing tomorrow night. Tuesday night, we've got the Doghouse Racing League. And we have a special event with the SCSRA. The truck series will not be running, but we will have a special event. I believe we're doing a rally cross race here on Tuesday night. Wednesday night, there will be no racing, but Thursday we'll have our Thunderstruck series on YouTube and Facebook. And we'll have the Short Track Super League on Twitch. I have Atman with the Thunderstruck call, and we'll have Alex Veith over on Twitch with the Short Track Super League. Friday night, we've got our Extreme Xfinity series. Saturday night, Send It Cup series, and every Sunday we have our truck doubleheader. So stick around, stay tuned. We've got some more exciting announcements coming up in the next few weeks. Along with, don't forget to check out, you guys think I wouldn't bring this one up tonight. Don't forget to check out our web store at intensitybroadcasting.com. Where you can find hats and t-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, stickers, not just of Intensity Broadcasting's favorite designs, but also your favorite leagues from Original Rebels, SCSRA, Mayhem Modifieds, Thunderstruck, Extreme Forces. Check that out at intensitybroadcasting.com. And as always, the champion from every league here on Intensity Broadcasting will receive a free piece of swag, courtesy of Intensity Broadcasting. So here we go. Garrett Kinder is going to choose the outside this time, putting Josh Oswald down on the inside. Cody Bohm, Zach Wetstein in row number 2. Aaron Adcock and Josh Lokovitz in row number 3. Green flag is back in the air. Kinder hits that loud pedal, and he's pulling Cody Bohm right on by that 17 of Josh Oswald as they make their way down into turn number 1. And Cody Bohm is going to clear Josh Oswald as they were 3 wide behind. Saw Aaron Adcock, Zach Wetstein, Tracy Passons all battling for position. But Cody Bohm currently stalking that 13 machine as battle going on between Aaron Adcock and Josh Oswald as they make their way off of turn number 4. Adcock trying to make that high lane work. Here comes Zach Wetstein as well. Cody Bohm taking a look down to the inside of Garrett Kinder. And as they make their way into turn number 1, Cody Bohm going to get around that 13 machine. Kinder fights back on the high side, but not able to make it work as Josh Oswald loops it off of turn number 2 down in the John Deere country. No caution. Now Zach Wetstein taking a look down to the inside of Aaron Adcock. They're side by side for the 3rd position. Tracy Passons and Josh Lokovitz going at it for 5th and 6th. Caution is out. Tyler Rice having some issues on the front stretch. That's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind as we work our 8th caution of the night. Take a look to see what happened to the 6 of Tyler Rice. Nope, just looped it around. Ray Page caught up in another one, but just looped it around on the front stretch, and it's going to bring out another caution. Let's take a look at the chat here. Ratchet says, always do a great job, Josh. Thank you, appreciate that. Saying the 13 doing work. Does a 3 truck have an energy drink on the truck? Run him a cow for... Is the 3 truck have an energy drink to truck if Mama K said have him run by the cows for a drink? Think that was saying Mama K said that someone should run the cows out an energy drink from that 3 machine because they're getting awfully tired. I know I'm getting awfully tired up here as well. But we are just a couple laps away from the 3/4 mark. If this was a football game, we are approaching the 4th quarter. Cody Bohm coming out of nowheres up into the lead, having a great run here tonight. See Garrett Kinder sitting back in 2nd. Aaron Adcock back in the 3rd position. We'll take you through the field real quick. Zach Wetstein sitting back in the 4th position. Then Tracy Passons sitting back in 5th. Josh Lokenvitz finds himself in the 6th position. Jason Lottridge in the 48 machine in 7th. Christopher Heiner, he's in the 8th position with William Griffith back up into the top 10 in 9th. And Christian Dedman finds himself in 10th. Sam Wetstein currently runs in the 11th position. Alex Veith back in 12th. Jesse Nekula looking for a good run here tonight to get himself into the playoffs in 13th. Same with Tia Swank back in 14th. And Brandon Wallace back in that 15th position. Josh Smith finds himself in 16th with Mike Veith in 17th. Brett Grunwald back in 18th. Charles Stevens Jr. in the 19th position. Ray Page in 20th. Mickey Isaac back in 21st. Kyle Roberts 22nd. Tyler Rice in 23rd. Josh Oswald all the way back in the 24th position. Jim McClendon has retired from the race. The only car out of the race. And right now, every single truck is on the lead lap. So it is still anybody's race. As we've seen most of the night now, the leader takes the outside lane. Garrett Kinder is going to be down on the inside. Pace truck pulls on the pit road. Green flag back in the air. Again, another great jump for our leader, but Garrett Kinder able to slide up in front of Zach Wetstein as they make their way down to 1-2. Josh Lokovitz, made some contact, got really loose. An incredible save for that 79 machine. We stay green. Wow, what a save from Lokovitz, trying to bring that replay up of Lokovitz's save here. And looks like a little contact maybe from Tracy Passons, where you just lock the brakes up. Yeah, Tracy, it was net code, and the 79 was able to save it. What a great save for Lokovitz. As we got a battle up here for the lead, as Zach Wetstein looking down to the inside of Garrett Kinder, trying to take that second place away. And now Zach looking all the way down to the bottom as the caution comes out. And Mickey Isaac, oh, was Ray Page involved in another one? It's going to bring up another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. Take a look to see. It starts with, I believe it starts with Charles Stevens Jr. here. And Mike Veith. Oh, Mike Veith makes some contact with the 88 of Stevens Jr. Catches the wall. Mickey Isaac caught up in its Ray Page. Ray Page wasn't really caught in that wreck. Just locking him up to avoid the wreck. Does a great job. Still technically involved in the wreck, but no damage for him, and he'll be able to continue on. And here's a big surprise move. Garrett Kinder is on pit road. So giving up a few positions to get some fresh tires and see if that pays off here at the end. Kevin Kinder says it's not Ray Page night. No, it's not. Did anybody have the line what the over-under was on Ray Page incidents tonight? So I think if you took the over, you might have won. So Garrett Kinder is going to restart way back in the 20th position. As the lights on the pace truck are off. Zach Wetstein's going to choose the outside lane. Aaron Adcock down to the bottom. Tracy Parsons restarting in third with Josh Lokenvitz to his outside in fourth. And we saw those two make a little bit of contact on the last restart. We'll have to watch those two on this restart. Zach Westside immediately to the gas. Really early. Green flag in the air. Gets a real good jump. Spreads the field out quite a bit. Almost some contact between Gracie Parsons and Josh Lokenvitz again. Now they're side by side, still battling for position. Ratchet Miller says pit strategies all over the place. Yes, pit strategies have been everywhere tonight. It's what makes short track racing kind of exciting. Even though it is over a mile long track, this track does still race much like a short track. We see Brandon Wallace looking down to the inside of Alex Veith, trying to take over that 11th position. This spread out restart really hurt Garrett Kinder running back in the 20th position. And with that restart the way it was, doesn't really give him the opportunity to make up any positions, and everybody got really spread out. Christopher Heiner has William Griffith looking down underneath him. Griff trying to take over that 5th position. And he's going to get it. Jesse Necula getting around Alex Veith. Though Veith fighting back hard on that high side. Also see Brandon Wallace in the Kill the 17 machine. Still fighting side by side with Alex Veith. Now Heiner's got Christian Dedman in the 3. Looking down to the inside. Oh, Aaron Adcock. Not really sure what just happened to Adcock, but he's fallen back quite a bit. And no caution. Had a couple of incidents on track. Let's take a look. We saw Garrett Kinder get off track. Oh, hard contact. No caution, though, for that. Let's see what happened to Aaron Adcock here. Oh, Aaron Adcock just, the truck just turned, he got loose and overcorrected up into the outside wall. So again, no caution. Green is still out. We see Christian Dedman looking 3 wide. Aaron Adcock and Christopher Heiner down into the corner. He's going to get Adcock for sure. Heiner's going to pull away just a little bit. We'll move Christian Dedman up into that 5th position. We see Sam Wetstein looking down to the inside of Aaron Adcock. So a lot of damage for Aaron Adcock as he's sliding backwards right now. Tough break for him. As Christian Dedman takes over the 4th position from Christopher Heiner. How about this? William Griffith up into the top 3. And running down the 53 of Tracy Passions. Ooh, Christian Dedman running way up the track. Almost looked like he purposely ran the high side there. Currently up into the 4th position. Jesse Necula is taking a look to the inside of Sam Wetstein, but Sam just too strong up on that high side. Here's Brandon Wallace in the Kill the 17 machine. Right behind him, the 17 machine. As those two go side by side. And Brandon Wallace fighting hard with Josh Oswald. Ooh, Sam Wetstein gets a little loose there. See Cody Bohm there as well. Great battles all over the track right now. As Tracy Passions has William Griffith running him down. Griff getting a little loose there off of turn number 2, but continues to make up ground on the 53 of Tracy Passions. Now, Tracy and William were both on pit road at the same time, so this isn't a matter of one person having fresher tires than the other. It looks like Griff is just motivated after having such a rough season. Hasn't really been where he wanted to be. Currently running up in the top 3. We have just 26 laps to go. Look back at this battle up here as Josh Oswald has gotten by Brandon Wallace and Cody Bohm. And Oswald setting his sights on Jesse Necula. So another car showing some speed right now is that 17 machine. one driver having some troubles is the 13 of Garrett Kinder. Now that these trucks are right by each other, you can understand how I misunderstood or misread which truck was which. Especially with that big Frig logo on the side. And William Griffith side by side with Tracy Passions. Griff trying to take that second position away. He will indeed take away that second position. So move Griff up into second. Now it's a almost 5-second gap up to first place, Zach Wedstein. Zach just on rails right now, pulling away lap after lap, and it's no surprise we've seen that a lot, especially at tracks like Gateway and Phoenix, where he has a real knack for rolling the corner just right. Jason Lottridge and Tia Swank battling way back in the pack. We see Aaron Adcock continuing to fall backwards as well. Yeah, the Griff Dozer is running strong tonight. Cody Bohm looking down underneath Jesse Necula. Ooh, tight racing between those two drivers. Necula's going to give a shot back to the 79. Oh, Necula gets loose. Makes contact with the wall. That allows Brandon Wallace to slide on by, and another driver just seen it all night long. Drivers just getting loose off the corner, overcorrecting it up into the wall. Christopher Heiner has a mirror full of Josh Oswald as they make their way down the front stretch. Steve Loving says, "What's up?" in the chat. Good to see you, Steve. And Griff is just pulling away right now from the 53 of Tracy Passions. Don't look now, Christian Dedman showing some speed in the late part of this race as well. So we might get the two Reaper drivers that have had the toughest luck this season up into the podium. As we cross the line here, we'll have just 20 laps to go. Sorry, 21 laps to go. See a battle shaping up here between Josh Oswald, Cody Bohm, and Christopher Heiner. Great look here is, oh, Cody Bohm to the outside of Oswald. Has to check up a little bit from, oh, really loose there off the corner as well. Great shots from inside that 78 machine as they are side by side going into turn number 3. And now Bohm all over the back bumper of Heiner. And Christian Dedman is pretty much caught Tracy Passions here. We ride along with Dedman. Here, Passions just not able to get back to the gas the way he wants to. Doesn't sound like he's shifting either. Definitely shifting through turns 1 and 2, but you see the run Dedman's able to get here. And yeah, Passions just not shifting through turns 3 and 4, and that's allowed Dedman to close right up to the back bumper. And Dedman makes the move here. Dedman breaking into the corner really early. That's going to allow him to roll the center so much better than Tracy here. Christian might be trying to set this corner up for him because he knows that Tracy's not shifting. Now Tracy shifts down in the third gear. And the difference it made that corner for the 53. See Cody Bohm and the rest of the field catching up here as well, as Christian Dedman's doing everything he can to get himself up onto the podium. Ooh, misshift almost from Tracy, you heard it. Cody Bohm now looking down, trying to get around the three of Christian Dedman. Looks like Dedman might have burned his tires off just a little bit trying to get around Passons. Dedman just not able to get back down to the bottom of the track. Cody Bohm, though, has to tuck back in. Ooh, almost gets loose. We've seen that a lot tonight. Drivers just getting loose off the corner and overcorrecting, and that could have spelt disaster for Cody, Josh Oswald, Christopher Heiner, and Brandon Wallace all right there in the mix. Dedman, though, running a little bit higher line, able to get the better run off the corner, and you're seeing that right now. Ooh, Oswald gets loose again behind everybody. But more than anything, how about the showing that the Reaper boys are having tonight? The Reaper report has William Griffith up in second, Christian Dedman back in fourth, Brandon Wallace running back in eighth, Kyle Roberts back in 15th, and the worst running Reaper truck, which is surprising, is the 13 of Garrett Kinder, who we saw have some heavy damage earlier, is kind of just hanging on. Zach Wetstein continues the lead over William Griffith by 6.5 seconds with 12 laps to go. This Griff is going to be approaching some lap traffic. See the 5 of Brett Grunwald up in front of him. But Dedman's starting to close back in on Passons and pulling away from Cody Bohm. Ratchet Miller says Zach's truck definitely running like a scolded dog. You ain't kidding, as that truck is on rails right now. And the only thing that I think could stop Zach Wetstein tonight is a power outage. Zach makes his way off of turn number 4, comes across the stripe. We'll have just 10 laps to go here at Gateway. And Zach Wetstein with almost a 7-second lead over second place William Griffith. Then Tracy Passon's back in third, but Christian Dedman mounting a run here. So we see Christian Dedman currently running faster lap times than Tracy right now. And then if we look at Dedman's back, Cody Bohm starting to fall off a little bit. Last time by, he was just a little bit quicker. But overall, Cody Bohm starting to fall off of that 3 machine. Also, they're approaching a little bit of lap traffic as Griff has gotten around Grunwald, but here comes Tracy Passons and Christian Dedman coming up on that limping truck of Brett Grunwald. Oh, real loose back there. Christopher Heiner Able to save it, but had to use up a lot of track to keep from losing that truck down into the grass. A little further back, Josh Smith and Jesse Nekula going at it back here. Here comes Tia Swank into that mix back here as well. We see Alex Veith and Tyler Rice here as well. So a big battle back here. This is for 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Christian Dedman and Tracy Passions get around the lap truck of Brett Grunwald. Although Cody Bohm kind of catches him at all the wrong spots, that slows him down just a little bit. Same with Christopher Heiner. Does Dedman have anything for Passions in these last 6.5 laps? I think the only other thing that could stop Zach Wetstein right now would be a late race caution. Kinder having more issues. Take a look to see what happened to Garrett Kinder. Oh, make some contact with Cody Bohm. Take that back, was it? That was Garrett Kinder back here. Getting loose off the corner, sliding it down through John Deere country. Hitting the inside wall, but no caution. As Kinder's troubles continue. And now Christopher Heiner has wrecked. Yellow flag is out. This changes everything. As we get ourselves a Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. We take a look to see what happened to Christopher Heiner as he's running real tight there. Oh, Brandon Wallace just makes some contact with the one. Heiner loops it around. We're able to get back going, but Zach's 8-second lead has now been erased. Zach comes down pit road. Zach is making his way down pit road, giving the lead to William Griffith. I don't believe what we're seeing here. With a green-white checker, Zach is pretty much giving the race away. He's coming down to take 4 tires in fuel. And Zach last pit. I'm not sure when Zach last pit, so maybe he was short on fuel. Down and away. And definitely confused by that. He's going to restart in the 9th position on this green-white checker. See the 13 of Garrett Kinder coming down pit road. I'm sure Kinder's going to get that truck all fixed up. Zach might have needed gas. I'm not sure the reasoning for pitting. As we mentioned earlier in the race, the pit strategies were all over the place. But more than anything, that's going to give the lead to William Griffith. And as I've mentioned, Griff not having the season that he wanted to have. Haven't really talked too much about him all season long, other than a couple incidents that he was involved in. But he's kind of been irrelevant the whole season. Now he sees himself in a position to win the race here tonight. Sitting back in second, Tracy Parsons, who this also really helps, I think, is Christian Dedman. Because now Dedman's going to be starting on the inside. And if Griff takes the inside, he's going to have the inside with his teammate. And they could kind of strategize here for this restart to get a Reaper 1-2. Cody Bohm back in that fourth position. Brandon Wallace, another Reaper driver, back in fifth. Yeah, Steve Loving says he doubts it was fuel. He's kind of surprised no one else pit, to be honest. And yeah, that is a very surprising move from a lot of drivers. But as we come to a green white checker, stranger things have happened. Oh, Steve Loving giving the inside info. After 20 laps, the tires are toast. And we saw that in the first race tonight. The only thing I'm worried about on this restart would be tire spin. These drivers on older tires, if they're not able to get the power down, they could spin the tires, loop the truck around in front of the field, and we could see another parking lot like we saw in the first race. But here we go. William Griffith leads them down to the restart on the low side. Tracy Parsons on the high side. Griff's teammate, Christian Dedman, back in third. Green flag is back in the air. And a pretty good restart. Nobody spun their tires as they make their way down into turn number one. And Christian Dedman is going to take away that position. But Tracy pushing hard on the outside. Here comes Brandon Wallace. They're 3 wide off of turn number 2. Brandon Wallace trying to make it a Reaper 1-2-3. Christian Dedman, though, not able to get by. Yellow flag is back out. And oh my goodness. It was the 4 of Zach Wettstein as we get ourselves another Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. You see Zach running here with Josh Smith. As they come off of turn number 2, Zach just gets, Smith gets really loose, comes up into the 4 of Zach Wettstein. We see Ray Page avoiding one, able to sneak on through, and hard contact for that 4 machine of Zach Wettstein. Unfortunately, that's going to retire that 4 machine tonight. Steve Loving said Zach still has a chance to win, and then that happened. So here we go. We're going to set up green-white checker attempt number 2. You see Garrett Kinder on pit road. Kinder is currently 5 laps down to the field. And it looks like, if we look in the car, there is no driver in this truck right now. So it looks like Kinder has retired for the evening. See a lot of damage to Kinder's truck as well. I wonder if Kinder had an issue in that one. Not really sure, so either way, tough break for Kinder, but it really didn't matter for him as he had the points lead locked up. And joining me in the booth now is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Garrett Kinder. Garrett, rough night out there tonight, but glad to have you up in the booth here with me.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, not exactly how I wanted the night to go, but was just trying some different strategies here and there, just having a good time, and didn't work out. So come hang out with you for a little bit, see if we can get this 12 machine into the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of different strategies here tonight. Zach's strategy there at the end, going in and pitting on that green-white checker, really put him out, and literally put him out, because he ended up getting involved in that, and he is now out of the race.
Yeah, unfortunate for Zach there. I went back and watched that one, and it gets really loose, especially off the bottom side of turn 2. Looks like Josh Smith just got a little loose and just saved it into Wetstein's left rear quarter and down to the inside wall. So unfortunate break for him. Hate to see it. He was a lightning bolt all night. So he's been having some tough luck this season. So we'll see how he can roll in the playoffs, and hopefully he can continue and get back on the right track and make it in the Final Four.
But what you love to see is, how about 3 out of the top 4 are Reaper drivers up there? You've got Griff leading it, Christian back there in 3rd, and Brandon up in 4th. So that's gotta please you.
It's man, it is really something great. It's really special running with these guys. I just told them earlier that this has been one of the best seasons as far as team wise goes. Just getting there, hanging out, and having a good time. We're all laughing, cutting up. It's pretty serious in there right now, which I'm out of the race, so I decided to jump out. So hopefully we can get this thing finished it under green. And like I said, man, I don't want to be biased. I like Tracy. Coach needs to win one. He hadn't won one since the Bristol season 1. But I'd really like to see Griff in the playoffs, get the whole Reaper team into the playoffs. It'd be pretty good.
There you go. Well, here we go. Pace truck taking that hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Griff is going to lead him back down to the restart zone, and a late restart like he did on the last one. Green flags back in the air, and Deadman getting by Passions here. Going to try to throw it up in front of him. He does. As they make their way down in turns 1 and 2, and Passions pushes hard down into the corner. Here comes Cody Bohm down on the low side, and Passions and Griff side by side as they come off of turn number 2. Griff, though, with the great run there on that high side, able to get by. We're 3 wide for 2nd place.
Griff's looking in his mirror, and he's loving what he's seeing back there. He's got a somewhat sizable lead. He's really got to send it in turn 1, though, because, that's it. Yellow's out.
Yellow is out. Oh, they're still wrecking, and, man, we got a parking lot on the front stretch yet again. And that is going to do a final lap. Well,
that was a heck of a finish. That 3 wide going in turn 3. That was pretty nuts. It had me nervous up here as an owner.
That was incredible. Something you normally don't see is 3 wide in a track like that. Let's take man, a lot to digest on that last corner there. So let's see if we can see what actually brought that out.
Who got tangled up in something there? Do you know?
Looking for it right now. We see. Looks like Josh Smith might have. Yeah, Josh Smith got loose. Oh, let's find that again. And yeah, Josh Smith got tagged from Josh Lokenvitz and set him right around. And then on the front stretch, it looks like Swank got turned around on the front stretch and caused the parking lot after the yellow had come out. So.
Well, hopefully those guys can get back rolling. You know, in iRacing, you've got to go down and finish the actual lap under caution to be able to claim your position. So hopefully these trucks can get rolling and they can finish up the race.
And as they come off of turn number 2, checker flag will be in the air, and Griffith officially hits over, got the win. What a great job for Griffith. As I mentioned earlier in the season, or earlier in the race, we really haven't heard much from Griff. He's been caught up in a couple accidents. He just hasn't really been there and had the good finishes. Between him and Dedman both having such bad luck all season long. For both of them to get up into the top 3 tonight, that is a testament to hard work and just staying with it.
You're absolutely right. You know, Griff, with his family stuff that goes on, he's got a couple little kids at the house, and doesn't get a whole lot of time to practice, doesn't get a whole lot of time even in session to practice. So to see him come out here and, you know, he played a little bit different strategy, that's for sure, and it worked out for him 100%. So love to see that. And, of course, Coach, man, he's so busy doing his coaching stuff. There's a reason he's called Coach, because he's an actual high school basketball coach. And he normally doesn't get a lot of time to practice either. So seeing those guys up in the top 3, it brings a little bit of pride to me. I'm not going to lie to you, Josh.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at the results here. And William Seth Griffith gets the win here at Gateway. Tracy Passons comes home second. Christian Dedman, the other Reaper driver, comes home third. Cody Bowman, Josh Oswald round out your top 5. Brandon Wallace comes home in 6th. Chris Heiner in 7th. Sam Wetstein with a great finish back up in 8th. Charles Stevens Jr. and Alex Veith with a top 10. Great job to see him up in the top 10 here as well tonight. Aaron Adcock.
I'm pretty sure that's going to lock Alex into the playoffs as well.
I was going to say Alex is
pretty
much going to be locked into the playoffs after that one, as he finished well ahead of both Tia Swank and Jesse Necula. So, yeah, Aaron Adcock comes home in 11th. Jason Lotridge 12th. Kyle Roberts back in 13th, having a pretty good run after getting caught up in some stuff early in the race. Jesse Necula back in 14th. Tyler Rice round out your top 15. 16th, Brett Grunwald. 17th, Mike Veith. Josh Smith, 18th. Ray Page, who had many incidents tonight. I think he was involved in about half of them tonight. Comes back in 19th, and Josh Lokovitz finishes in 20th. Tia Swank, 21st. Zach Wetstein, 22nd. Garrett Kinder back in 23rd. Mickey Isaac and Jim McClendon round out the rest of the field. And I gave Ratchet a heart attack earlier when I said that you were involved in the wreck when it was Ray Page, because between the color schemes and the big frig on the side, those two trucks looked almost identical.
Well, you know, I painted that one up for Ray as well, so I like the way mine looked so much. I just went ahead and threw one kind of similar together for him being one of the big guys for Big Frig. Also, you know, I was giving high praise to my teammates and stuff, but I got to give high praise to Tracy Passons as well. He's a heck of a guy, and man, it's really good to see him bring home P2. He's run good all season, and Norm just gets caught up in stuff towards the end of the race that kind of it diminishes his finishes really bad. So really good to see him finish up and get in a podium spot for sure.
Well, let's talk with our third place finisher, Christian the Coach Dedman. Coach, you got Josh up in the booth. Got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, you know, we were talking about it. Garrett came and joined me in the booth, and I said it. You've had such bad luck this season. It just seemed like you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time all season long. We haven't been able to put a whole race together, and then the final race of the regular season, you're able to put together a nice podium run. I had a lot of speed there at that last run there. Where'd that speed come from? Were you just on a different strategy, or were you just saving something there for the end?
No, I think just you know, everybody seemed to be dropping down to the apron, kind of through 3 and 4, and with about 10-15 to go, I started kind of diamonding off the exit and just picked up a lot of speed. There was a few times where I thought I was gonna pass Tracy, but I didn't want to send it in too deep. So I was losing a little bit through 1 and 2, but I think just down the stretch, I really found a lot of speed in 3 and 4, and it helped out a lot.
That's for sure. And representing Reaper 1-3 here tonight. I know it made Kinder kind of proud there as well. I know Brandon Wallace was almost up in the top 3 as well. So just a great job team-wise. As I mentioned as well, just the grit, the no-give-up attitude that you've had all season really paying off here. So, you know, talk about how you look going into the playoffs now.
Yeah, it's been frustrating. I've been knocked out of first at some point, or at one point early in the year. I think I got wrecked out of third on just a complete freak mishap. And then there was another race where me and Garrett were running, kind of side by side, and I think we got in a wreck or something like that. And he comes out just as pit road is exiting, and I came out just after and got an EOL. So
Yeah, that was
there's
Bristol.
been
I remember that one.
yeah, Bristol. Yeah, there was just a lot of bad luck, but I just kind of had my teammates, Garrett telling me keep a level head, just keep at it. I knew at some point things had to turn around, and hopefully this is a sign of things to come.
Well, the perfect place to turn around is in the last race of the regular season going into the playoffs. So before we let you go, anybody you want to thank? Any shout outs you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, shout out to my teammates. I feel like there's been a lot of bad luck with all of us, and it seems like the lowest of the drivers always ends up out on top, and it's really nice to see that the skill has really kind of showed itself, and the number 13 car hasn't gotten so lucky.
We're going to talk about your contract after this.
No, man, I've got such a great team. We work so well together. We communicate really well. We do a good job of helping each other out, in practice and through the race. And so I owe a lot of that to them. I want to give a shout out to my second set of parents, Becky and Kevin. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support you guys show me after every race and such. And shout out to you, Josh, for keeping this broadcasting going on. We really appreciate it. And yeah, looking forward to the playoffs.
For sure, and always enjoy being here on Sunday nights. Even though tonight I'm stretched a little thin, but it's always good to talk with you guys after the race. And again, into the playoffs, good luck with that, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, thanks, Josh.
So that was your third place finisher, Christian Dedman. Let's bring in your second place finisher, Tracy Passions. Tracy, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
What's going on, Josh?
You got Garrett up here in the booth as well, kind of hanging out with me. But man, great run here tonight, making it exciting there at the end. You and Christian, Cody Bohm, Josh, you guys had a great battle there at the end. A little 3-wide race in there as well. Walk us through that last restart and what your thought process was and how you're able to keep everybody behind you.
Well, I knew they was all on the same team, and I said I had to send it, and that's what I did. And luckily, it stuck, and come on out in front of them. And I enjoyed racing with them, and glad that Griff won.
For sure, and a lot of tight racing tonight. Seemed like nobody could really get away from each other. There's a lot of running on each other's doors. How at a track like this, because it's not really a short track, it's not really a speedway. How what's it like? How frustrating can it be, and how do the nerves get when you're sitting there running that close to people on a track like this?
It's real nerve-wracking because you don't know. Everybody's got different breaking points, and everybody enters at different time, and it's better when you get spread out, but it's real frustrating trying to figure it out, and race with everybody around you because you might let off the brakes before you would normally run, your regular line and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, for sure. And that was the word I was looking for, was nerve-wracking. It just didn't come to me, but glad you were able to throw it out there and get the word off my tongue. But, man, great job tonight coming home in second and having some momentum moving into the playoffs. How do you like your chances coming up?
Well, I'm just going to keep driving until the end and see what happens. And I hope everybody that's in the playoff does their best and may the best man win when it's over.
I know the Garrett's 150-point lead is going to be 0 next week, so I know that's going to give you a little bit of confidence as well.
That's right, sure will. But Garrett's a good driver, so he'll be a stiff competition for us.
You ain't got to say all that now, Tracy.
Come on.
Come on.
Well, again, congratulations on the second place finish. And before we let you go, anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, let me thank my teammates at Po-Man Motorsports and for you for always doing a good job and showing up every Sunday night doing 2 races. And I know that's a lot of work on you, and Hall's Heating and Sheet Metal and Ray Cobb that we raced for, after he passed away, and Smell Racing Designs, and just everybody in the lead. Everybody does good and good people in here, and I enjoy every single minute of it.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations and good luck as you move into the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Thank you, okay?
There you have your second place finisher, Tracy Passions. And let's bring in your winner tonight, Seth the Bulldozer Griffith. Seth, you got Josh in the booth. You got me?
Hey, I got you, man. What's up?
Not much. We're joined tonight by Garrett Kinder up in the booth as well. And man, what a run for you. As I mentioned in the broadcast, you kind of had a lot of bad luck this season. You haven't really been running that well. And then you kind of came out of nowheres and showed a ton of speed tonight. Is this a track you were kind of really expecting to show speed at, or did it just kind of come out of nowhere?
Yeah, out of nowhere, man. I'm terrible at this track. It wasn't until about 50 laps in where I felt somewhat comfortable.
And I have to bring it up just because it was a kind of a strange night tonight, and you had that big checkup in front of you on the restart. I think it was the third restart of the race, and you didn't plow into anybody. So I'm sure somebody must have said something about that. But a great job avoiding all the mess, the mess that happened in front of you all night to get yourself up towards the front. Can you kind of walk us through what the strategy was and what you did to get yourself up there tonight?
Yeah, well, it's the middle of the contract season, and big boss man Kinder, I had to do well tonight. I had to put the blade up, so had to try to drive clean. But no, man, really, it was all just taking it easy and trying not to kill the right front, and just trying to stay consistent with braking points and things like that. I guess as always, but I don't know what happened to Zach either, because no one had anything for that man tonight, and it just luck fell my way.
Were you kind of surprised when you saw Zach peel off on the pit road?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, as we were talking, I was like, he's pitting. Like green light checkered, he's going in the pits. What's he doing? And then I was worried about Tracy because we were all on old tires, and Tracy and I were going at it, for about 20 or 30 laps there early on in the race, and I knew it was going to be something crazy going against him.
Well, a great job coming home with the win tonight. Man, it's the no give up attitude that the Reaper drivers have shown tonight really says something going into the playoffs. You excited for the playoffs now?
Yeah, man, really. I mean, it was a win and then. Like, I wasn't going to make it, so I needed to win. And happy enough, this is like 2 years now in Rebels. It's my first truck win. So it was a good night for me, man. Really good night.
Well, awesome job. Before we let you go, Kinder, I'm sure you got to say some few words to your man here before we finish up.
Well, I'll just tell him that, after tonight's just amazing performance, that his contract's been extended. You're more than welcome to stay on board with us now, buddy.
I appreciate it.
No, man, I'm super stoked for you. I know you've had some tough luck this season, and last season you made it to the Final Four, so it was kind of a weird transition for you going from running the front most of the time to not having very good luck. So to see you come out here and get a win, we talked about it before the race where it was a win and get in situation. You got the whole Reaper team into the playoffs. Same thing we did last season, got the whole Reaper team into the playoffs, and I couldn't be happier, man. Super stoked for you. This is the weekend for first, apparently. I got my first cup win last night. You got your first truck win tonight, and I think we need to celebrate a little bit and maybe have a little party.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? Good thing is I won't have Coach blocking me in the final race this season.
Happened one time.
So, Kinder, are we going to see more YouTube videos of shots?
No, probably not. Hi, Mom and Dad. How are you? No, probably. I might. Regular season championship. It's pretty. It's not the end all be all, but it's a pretty big deal. Just having a consistent season, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But we'll see how the night goes.
Sorry if I outed you right there, but we have to have a little bit of fun.
They know I like my bourbon. It's all right.
Oh, Seth, before I let you go, anyone you want to thank? Any shots you got to give?
Oh man, we've gone over a bunch of it with the team, but just Reaper and Kinder for getting a good group of guys together that we really work well together, even when we wreck each other and get a little frustrated on the track. But that and just the league, man, it's been a pleasure being in this league and having great admins and everything that comes with it. It's definitely frustrating at times to run a league and with guys like Kinder and Eddie and Jonah. I can name every one of them off, man. But all the admins just make this thing so much easier. And like our main sponsor, whole heating and sheet metal. Without our sponsors, we wouldn't be here talking to you. So I really appreciate all them and Smeal and his racing designs and paint schemes he does for a lot of guys in the league. And I'd go on and on, man, thanking everybody, but we'll go ahead and end it there.
Well, I'm going to go off script here, and I want to thank you, Griff, because the transition that you had during the ownership change, nothing slowed down. The league runs the same. It's the same group of people. It's a lot of fun. The respect's still there. I enjoy calling these races. So I want to thank you for everything that you've done to keep this league going as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was, like I said, it's really all the admins. They run their own series, and we all just come together and occasionally butt heads and figure it out. Keep everything going smooth. That was the big thing. We didn't need to change anything because we were already successful. So we just had to keep the ball rolling.
Well, for sure. Well, again, congratulations tonight on the win, and I look forward to this playoffs coming up next week.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. We'll see if I make it to the Final Four.
Oh, you will. I got faith.
Well, have a great one.
I appreciate it.
Well, there you have it. Seth Griffith, William Griffith, the bulldozer, the man of many names, gets the win here tonight at Gateway. And Kinder, congratulations to you on the regular season championship. I know it's not a big thing, but it's great to see that regular season championship under your belt as well. That's got to feel pretty good with a commanding lead in the championship tonight.
It is a good feeling. You're exactly right. Just like I said before, it's not the end-all, be-all. It's not going to bring me home a trophy. But I'm all about going out here and having fun. Tonight, even though I ended up jumped in the back of the field, I was back there racing with Mike Weiss and Ray Page and Josh Lokenvitz before I ended up junking myself off of 2. And I was having a blast. Me and Ray were cutting it up, laughing our butts off. It was just all kinds of fun. That's what I'm all about. And just I was fortunate enough to be able to have some fun and finish with some pretty solid finishes all season. So I appreciate the congratulations. But, man, I'm just out here having a good time, to be honest.
And before we go tonight, we do want to mention that Cody Boehm finishes in 4th. He is your Evil Empire SimSport Hard Charger Award winner tonight, making up 20 positions from his starting position to get up in the 4th. So congrats to Cody on that. And that's pretty much going to do it here. Kinder, you got any kind words you want to say before the send-off?
I just got to thank everybody. I know I got family and friends watching back home, but anybody that tunes in, watches these races across all platforms, we do, Intensity does it on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube, and they might be on something I don't even know about yet, broadcasting these races. Everybody that watches these races, we do it for y'all. We really do. It's nice for the racers to go out and be able to go back and watch the races and kind of reminisce and, maybe go back and study a little bit, but we could do that with our replays that we have on system. So big shout out to everybody watching at home. It's just a blast to be able to have a fan base, people you don't even know. My mom and dad, they're big Cody Boehm fans, and it all happened because Cody wrecked me one race, and I said, no, he's really a good guy, and they started cheering for him because he was in a yellow car. I don't know the logistics behind it. It's just how it happened. And so it's stuff like that's really fantastic. It really helps the morale of the league, getting to cut up and involving people from outside the league. I spoke to him before about the family and friends watching back home. Ratchet, from Ratchet Speed Shop, he's in every race. He's family to me, but he's sitting there in every race. He's cutting up with the broadcasters, with you, with Eddie, everybody in chat. In all the broadcasts. I love going back and watching them and just kind of chuckling at all the stuff that gets said. It's a good time.
Yeah, me and Ratchet go at it. I like giving him hell. He likes giving me hell. And it's what it's all about.
Coming from a guy over here that has had a lifetime of Ratchet giving me hell, I'm glad he found somebody else to get to put that on to.
Well, amazing job and a raising finish to the regular season. I'm excited for the playoffs now coming in the next week or two. So, again, from everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting, we want to thank everybody who stuck around through these 2 long races tonight. We do appreciate everything. Don't forget to drop a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out the Rebels website at orrleague.com. There's a link down in the description, as well as check out our eShop at intensitybroadcasting.com. And for myself and everybody here at Intensity Broadcasting, we want to thank everybody and congratulations to everybody in the regular season. But playoffs start next week, and it's going to be an intense one. So check us out here right back next week as we get the playoffs underway, not just here, but I believe in the Cup Series. I know the playoffs are underway in the Xfinity Series, so a lot of playoff racing going on right now with the original Rebels. So stick around, stay tuned. And as always, as our boy Atlee Atman Weiss would say, over